What's good, everybody, and welcome to episode 19 of the Playconomics podcast, breaking down the business behind the world of video games, bringing you financial context, that sweet, sweet financial context for industry trends. I'm one of your hosts, Bobby Kawecki, and joined with me today, the post-Thanksgiving, pre-Christmas, Matt Mascari. I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to think of
what
other
thing to describe it. No, it's fine. It's just use my name.
I didn't know when the other denominational holidays, is it pre or post Hanukkah?
It's middle. I believe we are on
the mid Hanukkah talking.
Yeah, I'd like to say
Matt
we're on the
Mascari.
5th day of Hanukkah. Correct us in the chat. However,
correct us in the chat. Exactly.
Whatever holiday we are on, it's good to be here. You know, I love you. I love our play economists. And it's good to be back. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus. You guys wouldn't know because we've been putting out episodes anyway. Am I muted?
We are here. No, I'm not muted. No, we're here. Yeah. I'm telling the people, rain, shine, holidays, apocalypse, tax evasion. No matter what we're doing, we're here.
Faked our deaths.
We'll still be here.
I mean,
disregard the tax evasion thing, though, especially if you're the IRS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kidding.
You don't know that I didn't have a trunk full of Picassos when my car crashed. You don't know that.
No.
But I know that because it's true.
We're not here to talk about Picassos in your trunk because nobody cares
about it. Especially because my lawyer keeps telling me to stop talking about it.
They don't exist. More importantly, it's been 2 weeks since we filmed one of these. Bobby, did you platinum Bloodborne, and what have you been playing?
Shockingly little. I know you're gonna. This has been a hectic 2 weeks between the holiday and just right from the holiday, into several back to back huge projects at work. So unfortunately, little progress made on Bloodborne. Right.
That's fair.
Nicole's mom was in town, and then it was Thanksgiving, and then so it's a lot of Halo, a lot of fun there. Didn't get the cool samurai armor, but loving it. xCloud is still bonkers. I think it's great. I don't know if it's worth more than $1 yet. I'll let you know when my subscription is set to renew.
I mean, you're playing Halo for free. You're playing Halo for $1.
For shockingly little, right?
Yeah.
And so little of that, a lot of Call of Duty. That new Warzone map's dropping real soon and grinding. See, because Call of Duty's smart. What they do is they give you the guns early and then say, this is when the war zone is going to happen. And then they know. Call of Duty is in on the joke. So what they say is, here's a playlist, and it's called Shipment 24/7. I think I mentioned this.
You did.
And it's just them acknowledging that it's we need this to grind out the best submachine gun sniper class so that when we drop in a war zone, because that's the meta. Yeah. It's the submachine gun sniper. And let me tell you, submachine gun, maxed out. Sniper, pretty damn close.
Dumb.
Right? Nasty with the car. Nasty with the Kar 98. Best sniper in the game. Just that's what it sounds like. Just like that. But that's literally it. And then once I platinum Bloodborne, I think it's going to be a little bit, not a hiatus. I'm still going to be playing games. But every January, not as a New Year's thing, I do what's called I set my life to what I call nightmare mode, where I just cram outlandish goals for myself into a 4-week period. And I always get them done.
Nice.
So that's what we're doing. We're going to go nightmare mode in January.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. And then February, because I'll be doing that, the gods decided we're going to release Elden Ring, Horizon, Forbidden West, and the new Destiny expansion all in the same month. Have fun.
Boom. What a month.
Exactly.
Valentine's Day, never heard of it.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Our girlfriends / wives could hang out with each other.
Oh, that was a moment. That was the best idea you've ever had. Oh my God. Clip that. I'm clipping that. That was the best idea ever. Wow.
I can't wait.
Wow. I'm so glad we've immortalized that on film. But that's it. A lot of big holiday sales going on the PSN right now, like their end of the year sale. So I might hop in there, see if there's anything like I missed that I want to pick up for like $20-$30. But that's really it. Sure. That's really it. What about you, bud?
So obviously the Apex grind is real. And I haven't been playing a lot because of the holidays, traveling and going on vacation and stuff like that. So I am setting it gold 2. I got 6 more ranks to go. They are obviously the hardest of the ranks because as you get...
This is when it gets real.
Yeah. So gold 2 is when people start playing. Then platinum is pretty much where I should be. And I'm going to push past it. But I did take a little break because it was a lot easier to play my Switch than it was to play my Xbox on vacation and like traveling for holidays and stuff. So I picked up and I said I wouldn't do it. I said on the show that I was probably going to do it because let's be honest. And I picked up the new Pokemon game and I both didn't regret it.
But also immediately
now regret it. Yeah. So I got a solid 5 hours into that game.
You need to quantify that in terms of gyms.
I am right before the 3rd gym.
Oh, so like not far at all. Okay.
No, and now I regret it.
Why? Did you not pick Chimchar? Did you not decide to play on easy mode?
I never picked Chimchar. It's not even that it's hard. It's just...
Christ. Did you pick the turtle?
I did. I love the turtle.
Son of a bitch.
He's one of my favorite starters in the game. Turtwig, by the way. You uncultured swine. However...
I know his name. I just refuse to acknowledge his existence.
After seeing the Pokemon in 3D... seeing their updated Moonsense and getting excited about because the like game itself isn't in 3D, but the battles are.
It's a weird half step. Okay.
Yeah. So the battles are Sword and Shield quality. The game itself is like this weird chibi version of actual Diamond and Pearl.
Because it's like the same studio that made Link's Awakening, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yeah. They Game Freak outsourced it to somebody else, but it's good. And it's still Diamond and Pearl, which were up there on my like favorite list. It's just boring now. And like, I think I realized that as an adult, I don't have time that when I want a new Pokemon to go grind 15 levels to get it up to the party that I have. So like, it's just...
Even with the XP share.
Yeah, the XP share, and I don't even like the XP share. I wish it was toggleable at least, but it's good. The underground is really cool. I hate the XP share. I never use any of my Pokemon.
I can't even dignify that.
I literally only use one Pokemon, and everything else just levels up passively.
Trickle down economics.
Boom. That's
teaching
it. It
children
works in Pokemon.
It works in Pokemon. It works in life.
However, the Grand Underground is a massive improvement.
So what is that? Because I've seen only videos of that. So how does that
Did you
work?
play the Underground in the original one?
I don't. Diamond and Pearl was the last one I played. I went so hard on Ruby and Sapphire back in the day that by the time Diamond and Pearl came out, I was already like, oh, another one. Oh, Christ. Okay.
So what I've seen of it so far is the original was basically hallways, no Pokemon. It's technically online, so you can run into other people while you're just in hallways, and then you dig in the walls. So you'll go up to like a sparkle on the wall, and you'll be able to dig in it, and you get like these, you could get the plates that are the equip items that boost that type of attack, like the fire plate boosts fire attacks. You get heart scales, firestones, fossils, all things like that from digging. So it's basically a mini game to get those things. But that was it.
What is it?
Now it is still the same thing, but it has biomes in it. So you, instead of just being a hallway, there's a door like splitting off of a lot of the hallways, and you get a different biome. So it's either a magma room, a dark room, a meadow, a jungle, and only Pokemon that fit in that biome spawn. And it allows you to get access to Pokemon that were very difficult to get or impossible to get in original Diamond and
that's
Pearl.
where they cram the legendaries in. That's how they cram them in there. Like
No,
the non-gen legendaries?
They crammed those in there. You actually dig for them in fossils, and you find what you find in the fossil looks like the old game cartridge.
Oh, that's cool.
And then
I
you
like
bring
that.
you bring that to a special place, and then you plug it in, and that legendary appears.
Now, here's a real question.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you get the best legendary of all time?
Which one?
The only best legendary of all time. I'll wait for you to say it.
Is it Mewtwo?
Get the hell out of here. What?
It's
Mewtwo?
Not. Okay. Apparently not. So
I think what you meant to say
Rayquaza?
Cool. See, now you're playing the right game.
Deoxys?
Stop it. You went too far.
Groudon. Kyogre.
Lugia.
You can. You get a
Lugia. Okay. Oh, you looked at you. We're just gonna glance over. We're just gonna glance. No. This is gonna be a long episode.
What is
people missed us?
The legendary.
You're gonna sit here and of everything.
The legendary.
He's the legendary of the coolest ass design in the best gen of Pokemon.
Okay, he looks like a bowling pin with wings. I said what I said.
Ooh, you take it back.
Said what I said.
Take it back. Rayquaza's a close second. Rayquaza's dope as shit. Who doesn't like Rayquaza?
Awesome.
He's an American hero.
Yeah.
Gave his life for this country.
He did. He straight up came down from the sky and was like, Kyogre, Groudon, shut up. And then they stopped
bowling pin. You mean to tell me you pick Ho-Oh?
Facts. Because at least he looks like a cracked out chicken. Like at least his design is fun.
He's a falcon.
Who's a falcon?
Ho-Oh. I think that's what he's based off of.
He's based off a rooster, and nobody will tell me differently.
Bullshit.
Regardless.
I don't know. I think after Gen 3, that's why I don't care about the remake. I care about the Legends Arceus because that's something so different.
I have a hot take. I think it's going to be trash.
I think it's going to be fucking terrible.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really bad.
I think it has the potential to be the worst Pokemon game ever.
Yeah, and what sucks is they took all of the assets away from making a really good Diamond and Pearl remake like they did with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and they're going to screw this game up.
So, like, this Legends Arceus thing is what I believe the final form of Pokemon is, but Pokemon moves at such a glacial ass pace in terms of innovation, right?
Yeah.
That 3 Pokemons from now, it will be the good one. This will be like the, hey, remember the wild area? That was a proof of concept, huh? Wild area. This is a whole game worth of a wild area, but there's going to be some bullshit. I know it.
Yeah,
but the fact that they were like, hey, listen, one of the starters is Cyndaquil, the other one is Rowlet.
Yeah, and the other one's Rowlet. Why did they pick them?
Well, first of all, Cyndaquil is a top 5 Pokemon, evolutionary line, of all time ever. If Rowlet, I think, is the most unique starter since Gen 2. Swampert's overrated. Everybody's team get him out of here. The Penguin in Gen 4, I like him. Cool design, but Gen 5, I never played Gen 5. That's black and white, right?
Yeah.
Don't know, don't care. Gen 6 was France. Was the France one?
Yeah.
The frog? The frog?
With the mega evolutions. The frog, the pig, and I think Chestnut, which was the worst.
Then it was the Hawaii one, right?
Yeah,
then
which was good. Which was good. They're starting,
and that's when they're like, "What if we give you a friggin' assassin owl who shoots arrows out of it?" I was like, all about that. Such a cool design. He's cool. Grass Ghost all the way. 10 out of 10.
And I get why they picked, because I think the other one's Oshawott, right? The little otter with the shell.
I think so, and I think that's from Gen 5 because I have no idea what and how he operates.
He turns into like a samurai unicorn seal.
Pass.
Yeah, it's bad. I hated it. But
Team Cynical. Cynical.
Yeah,
oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, I would only play. No, I would play as Rowlet because I love Decidueye.
Two
looks
playthroughs.
Really cool.
You bet your balls it's about to be 2 playthroughs,
especially with Spirit Shackle. It was really good.
So wait, Diamond or Pearl? Diamond, you said, right?
I have Pearl. I had Diamond as a kid.
That's fair. It's like, why pick the thing you know tastes good? Why not take the opposite of that?
I also wanted a Mischievous. And I think it's exclusive.
They were Psychic Steel and Psychic
Water Dragon and Steel Dragon. Water Dragon was Palkia, Steel Dragon was Dalgia. 100% positive.
Next slide. All right.
Okay.
You like it or you don't like it?
It was really cool to see. I enjoyed it for like 5 hours, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
We're doing a whole cast when Pokemon Legends comes out. Let me tell you.
I'm down.
It's a whole It'll be awesome. Cast. It's gonna be an event.
Yeah, because I have a feeling it's either gonna like be groundbreaking, and we're literally gonna be sitting on stream loving it, and it's gonna be electric, or we're just gonna be sitting here giggling and laughing our asses off at how bad this game is.
I'm gonna get blackout drunk for this. Speaking of. Speaking of 16 minutes into the show, before we get into topic 1, I'm a man, a grown man. Pay my taxes.
Do you
love the apple pie? The American. I pay my.
Do you put cheese on your apple pie? I heard that people do that. You put a slice of American cheese on your pie.
No,
I tried it once. It's weird. It's not as bad as you think it would be, but it's not
good either because it's not as good as ice cream on apple pie.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but it was better than I thought it would be. Oh no, I'd do it again.
Point I'm trying to make here is
continue. Yeah,
I'm not one of these truly sipping, White Claw slamming, Bud Light seltzer. Who do you know at this party, frat bros? That's not.
Why
me.
are you yelling at me?
Because
I feel attacked.
But let me tell you,
hit me.
I was watching. This is one of the few times that product placement hit me directly in the soul because I was watching Yellowstone last week with Kevin Costner. Great show.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the commercials during Yellowstone are like the most manly yeehaw shit ever. Like one commercial is for cowboy boots, another one is for denim, like Carhartt, and then. They showed an ad for this stuff called Lone River Ranch Water. Okay, you're probably thinking, what the hell is that?
I am.
And it's a 8-ounce can of tequila, lime, and seltzer. That's the drink. It comes in a spicy variety, delicious. Grapefruit variety, out of this world. Pear variety for the ladies. Nicole likes the pear one. It needs a little shot of something. It's not that hard, but they go down easy.
And what's it called?
Lone River Ranch Water. Okay. And I polished off a case of them over Thanksgiving weekend.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They look good.
They're delicious. Next time we're together, 2 cases.
We'll get some. Oh, yeah,
cases.
for sure. And then I saw that Gordon Ramsay has a spiked seltzer now. It's called Hell's Seltzer. Yeah,
of course it
like
is.
That.
All right, that's enough
Topic
waffling.
One. Let me bring it in.
Go for it, bud. Bring it in. Topic 1.
Topic 1. It's a good one. Not really. It's Black Friday related. It was the Series S was the best selling system on Black Friday. And before I get into this article, Technology Times by Abdul Khalik, it's basically because it was available.
Yeah, it's like having the best vision in a class full of blind people. You're not clearing a high bar.
But let me tell you something. What's wrong with that? This whole article discusses how there was the Series X, the Sony the PS5, the OLED just came out. And it seemed like the Series S is just overlooked and underappreciated. And then Black Friday is the #1 seller. And is there something to say? Because does PlayStation have a lesser model?
Yeah, the PS4.
No.
No. Hear me out here. And it's I didn't think of it until I just said that out loud. And I said that as a joke, but it actually makes sense, right?
Yeah.
The first year of the PlayStation's life has been completely cross-generation.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Miles Morales came out on PS5 and PS4.
Yep.
There have been Resident Evil 8, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, like, so it makes sense that the lower SKU is just the best version of last generation, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, let's say you don't have a PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going out and buying one right now.
No, you're not.
But if you don't have an Xbox One, Halo just came out, and you could play, like, if you want to just play a multiplayer game that's that's like cross console, why not pick up an S?
Oh, I totally agree with you. Speaking specifically, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was saying I might pick up an S just to play Halo, and then xCloud and all that kind of shit. But like,
hear me out.
Makes sense.
I almost bought one to travel with.
I love that for you. But xCloud, Matt.
I know, but can I play on my accounts with xCloud?
Yes.
Oh, then I might have solved that problem. However, because I'll bring my laptop anywhere. But like, I low key thought about it. I was like, I could spend $300 because I brought my Xbox because we were on vacation, but Sarah was working through some of it. So like, I'm gonna bring my Xbox and play Apex while you're working. And I bring it, and I'm like, it's kind of sketchy carrying it, putting it in a backpack, doing it. I put it back in the original box and like did it that way. But I'm like, if someone sees that in the back of my car, I might get a window smash. And I just drove straight to the hotel, put it in the hotel room, and then it was fine. But I was thinking to myself, if I have a Series S, it looks like a ream of paper. Like it's a small little unit. I get one controller, throw that bad boy in a backpack, and it's good to go.
You're good to go. Load up all your games ahead of time. I completely agree with you. I think, again, there's the two sides to this coin, right? There's the headline of Xbox has a great Black Friday. Yeah. And then you kind of take a step back and think about it, and it's like, well, yeah, no, duh. It's the only thing that was available, right? That being said, I think that Series S is a great intro base level, especially for like younger kids, maybe. Yeah. Right. So like especially now, times are tough, money's tight. Like you got a kid, that kid wants to play Fortnite, that kid wants to play Halo. Like the S can do it all. And your kid's got an Xbox. So.
And it's going to get the same games that the X does. Like you're paying $300. You might not see it at 4K, and you might not have, I forget off the top of my head what the actual differences are, but it's higher quality. It does
1440. It doesn't do true 4K. But listen. For most people are not you and I. Most people don't have a 4K HDR 120 hertz TV. They don't. So for most,
I almost bought it anyway. When it first came out, I was like $200 cheaper. That's like half the price. The only thing that did it for me was the price of the external solid storage. $250. I might as well have
bought another console.
Yeah. So I was like, no, not gonna be exactly. I bought the Xbox with the 1 terabyte, and it's beautiful.
So for me, yeah, cool, good for Xbox. I think that they're doing a lot right. They're lighting fires under everybody's ass right now to say we're the team to beat. And we'll talk about Sony's response. Breaking news as of like today.
It was great.
Almost didn't make it into the show. See, aren't you glad we delayed filming a day?
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy accident.
I went to bed at 6 p.m.
Matt was not committing insurance fraud.
Went to bed at 6 p.m., woke up at 7 a.m. ready to go to work. Got a solid 13 hours. And he didn't
leave the house with a trunk full of Picassos.
Regardless, while we're on the topic of best Black Friday sellers, I don't think anyone was surprised at what the best-selling game was. And that is brought to you by...
That's topic 2 or topic 1A?
Yeah, technically 1A. It's a Game Central article. I couldn't find the name of the author. So RIP, if you see this video and want credit, please DM us and we'll give you credit.
I'll give you a kiss.
Yeah. It was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Shocker,
obviously.
but not.
Everybody buys it. And again, on Black Friday, Switch did the bundle with Mario Kart 8. So again, if you're going to buy a Switch, you're also buying Mario Kart 8.
Exactly.
So it's a no-brainer. I didn't think it would be this year just because
how many times can Mario Kart 8 win?
It's not even that. It was just because of the OLED. I assumed that didn't have a bundle. So people would be buying the OLED, and most people already had their Switch. So I didn't think it would be that type of like recovery into that. But man, do people love Mario Kart.
People love it.
It's crazy.
That's why I think we haven't seen a Mario Kart 9. I think we haven't seen a Mario Kart 9 for the same reason we haven't seen Grand Theft Auto 6 yet. Because GTA Online and Mario Kart 8 are doing so unexpectedly well for so long that Nintendo's just like, why? Like, we know people are going to buy the next one, right? Like, Rockstar's not sitting there being like, oh, I wonder if people are going to buy Grand Theft Auto 6. That's not a conversation that's happening. So they're just like, how much water can we get out of this?
They're just like, the printer won't stop. Like
we've tried turning it off.
We literally put Link in it. We thought you guys would stop playing. You can get high rule tires for your go-kart. And you guys are still playing.
I almost forgot about that Breath of the Wild DLC. Jesus Christ. Remember that?
I was like, who did this?
Remember when Link was in a biker gang? Yikes.
Low-key, he has a bike in the game.
It was the coolest. I'm not gonna lie. That was the coolest shit.
At the Breath of the Wild, you get a motorcycle. And I was
at the end of the DLC, and you have to beat a hard-ass boss in the DLC.
Regardless, motorcycle.
Yeah, cool as shit. Can't
wait.
In
a Zelda game. Why?
Can't wait.
You know he's pulling up to Hyrule Castle and he's just gonna be like, Zelda. Get on.
I love that. I love this.
Yeah. We're going to the temple. We're going to the water temple.
Let me ask you something. Come here.
Yeah.
So not surprised on Mario Kart.
No.
At this point, I just want to see how long this can run for, right? Like, my question is, do you think we go the entire Switch generation with no new Mario Kart?
I thought it was going to be the OLED. I thought the OLED was going to get a new Mario Kart.
Interesting.
And now me and you have been talking about the Switch Pro that comes out later. Or the idea is, are they going to get another thing? Is it coming? If yes, then I see.
That's where we see Mario Kart 9, whatever.
Yeah, if not, nope. Why would they? It's
just too good. It. Why haven't we gotten Elder Scrolls 6? I don't want to hear, the Fallout. I don't want to hear, so like, I always, like, you hear these articles, all the crunch and this and crunch and munch and people are working too hard. Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out 3 years apart. You can't tell me that we haven't gotten a new Elder Scrolls game in 10 years.
Yeah. Because
it's just too big.
Let me tell you something. If it's not good,
come on.
I'm going to be pissed. Like, I'm going to be really,
I don't give a shit.
Angry. I'm going to buy it, and it's probably going to be legendary. But I have bought too many versions of Skyrim.
I'm proud to say one.
If
one version of Skyrim is all I own.
If they would sell me another version and just started me off in a different location
instead of the wagon,
I would buy it again. I would buy it again and play it because through recent playthroughs, I only get so far before I'm like, this is the same game.
You can only get so far in Skyrim before you realize, man, if I just play Archer, I can finish the game in 20 minutes.
You could finish the game a lot with pretty much any class.
Bullshit. Archer's the way to go. Team Fallout, Skyrim sucks. Next slide. Next up.
What? Did you like 76?
I liked what they were trying to do. Anything, again, I'm a very big vibe person, right?
Okay.
So like, if the vibe, if the motif, if the world of the game gets me, that'll take me real far. So like, BioShock is like the one thing I point to where it's like, the world was a character, right? Red Dead, Last of Us, and Fallout to me, like Skyrim's just like generic fantasy. Cool.
See, I think that's just because you don't like the fantasy stuff. Because like
not true. I love Witcher.
Okay, that's fair. Because I couldn't get after I played Fallout 3, New Vegas. I didn't really like New Vegas that much. And then, yeah, I know.
Well, you got we got to do a hot takes episode because you're off your shit, man.
Yeah, and then I liked Fallout.
That's the
4.
best one.
Now Fallout 3 was the best one, but that's neither here nor there. I played Fallout 4, and then after that, I was like, I can't get engrossed into a shooter. Even if
it's not a shooter, Matt.
I know it is.
It's a role-playing game with future guns.
I know. I can't do the future. I don't do future, and I don't do steampunk.
It's not either of those things. It's called retrofuturism. Okay, it's the same thing as BioShock. God damn it!
I didn't like BioShock.
What podcast is this?
You heard what I said. I think you ignored it. I
did. I want to hear that kind of bullshit slander. BioShock. BioShock might. All right.
I think it's overrated.
Stop. When was the last time you played BioShock?
When it came out.
Okay. We were 12. And I, at 12, was like, oh, this is hot shit. Just because it didn't dawn on you. Play BioShock again.
The artwork doesn't do it for me.
The story.
The story.
Stop it. Okay.
The story's good, but it doesn't do it. The artwork doesn't do it for me. I couldn't connect. I felt like I was playing a game. I didn't get immersed.
Not enough thick anime ladies for you goddamn weeb. I understand what you're trying to say.
I got 2 Funko Pops coming in later this week.
Both thick as hell.
No, they're actually not. But
I have to unload them with the
I was talking about my Funko Pop collections with my coworker earlier this week, and I was just like, man, you like these things too much. Like, I'm too proud of my Funko Pop collection.
I told you, I own 3 Funko Pops and I've opened them all. No. And I know that's like slander.
You were at the house. You saw them.
I did.
That wasn't even, that's not even
They're in your bedroom. They're in your bedroom. And I like that. And I like that you're a man of commitment so that when you and your partner are engaged in sweet adult activities, you can make eye contact with your unopened Naruto Funko Pop.
Yeah, I could see my
goddamn nerd. All right, topic 3 is a business podcast. Bring down the business behind the world of video games.
Financial context, sweet financial context.
Topic 3 comes to us from gamesindustry.biz, and it says that a new SPAC outfit, UTA Acquisition, launches, led by, and hold on, Reggie Fils-Aime, company expected to be listed on the NASDAQ from December 2nd with 200 million IPO. United Talent Agency, very interesting couple things here, a lot to dissect, has announced its intention to raise 200 million for a new special purpose acquisitions company, UTA Acquisition. The company, headed by former Nintendo president Reggie Fils-Aime, is launching 20 million shares at a price of $10 each, totaling 20 million. The units are expected to be listed on the NASDAQ. Okay. And here is where it gets interesting. While Fils-Aime serves as the chairman of the company, the management team also includes co-CEO Jamie Sharp, former business development manager at Google. They are joined by co-CEO and director Clinton Foy, partner of venture capital at UTA, and Orphan Lupu, head of video games at UTA. Fils-Aime retired from Nintendo back in 2019, but has served as an advisor for several firms since. In March this year, he announced his intent to leave his position on the GameStop board after a 1-year tenure. Lot to unpack there, but I think huge.
Loved all of this and it immediately invested, by the way. I have shares.
Did you really?
I have shares that are worth that were originally worth $10. They are now it's $10.10 right now. UTAAU.
UTA Acquisition Group. Okay, yeah, we're right here. I see this.
I also purchased the company that is not technically FaZe Clan, but merged and will be renaming themselves as FaZe Clan.
And that's their ticker's FaZe.
No, it's going to be. Currently, it's BRPM.
Oh, so they're just going to change the ticker. I understand.
Yeah.
So a couple things to unpack here. Let's start taking this from the angle of UTA, because I think that's actually the most interesting part here, right? United Talent Agency. So UTA, as someone with a SAG card, that's like it. That's the club, right? Like that's where you want to get to. If you're at UTA and you play your cards right, not in like a Weinstein hotel room kind of way, but like you work hard and you have enough talent, UTA will take you places. Like that's where you want to be. Super rigorous. But that's for film and television. And what I've been saying for a long time is film and TV are going the way of the dinosaurs, and video games and independent content creators around video games are the future of storytelling, are the future of entertainment. Whether it's esports, whether it's mocap, right? So
I agree.
Go ahead.
I do think they're going to be the future of telling stories. However, I think they're going to have a nice collide with current cinema, because I think you're going to see a lot more like resources put into side characters, where instead of like, I'm going to be playing a Western, and like, let's say you're playing Django Unchained, the video game, you're the main character, first person, but the people in the game are stars. That's what I think it's going to turn into. Like, it's going to be, didn't they have a game or a movie that was in first person that was awful?
Yes. It gave everybody motion sickness. I forget the name, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think they're just going to make it and it's going to be interactive instead of that. Like, I think that was the correct idea executed terribly. And I think it's companies like UTA that are going to start that, because they're talent agencies for, if I'm understanding this correctly, people in the video game industry that are video game talents.
So the UTA has a broad net, right? They're a Hollywood institution. So obviously they're actors, they're models, they're this and that, right? So like their roots are in Hollywood with UTA and in movies and in cinema. So that's interesting. But then you bring Reggie into this, right? And since leaving Nintendo, Reggie's been bouncing around. He, like I said, he did some time at GameStop. That was weird, right? But whatever. Got to pay the bills. But here's the thing, and why I think Reggie is interesting. I think because of what an outwardly family-friendly brand Nintendo is, right? It's not like they went and got Sean Layton from PlayStation, who is Reggie's, contemporary, if you just, or Phil Spencer, right? No, they got Reggie. And I think because of that is a very good bellwether of what this will eventually be. And I think when they look at things like the Mario movie, when they look at things like the Sonic movie, when they look at things like the Garfield movie, you name it, right? The Angry Birds movie, right? Only so many people will watch the Witcher show. Only so many people will watch the Halo show. For every young kid who gets hooked on a animated property, whatever that is, within the gaming sphere, you've also hooked their parents by proxy. Because somebody's got to take the kid to the movie. Somebody's eventually going to have to put in the prerequisite parent time sitting on the couch, right? So you've hooked two people. And that's why I think this is interesting. I think it's a great fund. I would love to invest in it. I currently do not own anything like that. The last thing that I think is great here, or great as just like a on paper type, do you think this idea will go places? Is, former biz dev manager from Google.
Yeah.
That's a good person to have on your team. It's a very good person to have on your team.
I still think that with those two specific, like, head honcho type of people, that we're going to start seeing this the merging of, just like you were saying, the cinematic universe with video games. And we're going to see how those two universes are going to collide pretty soon. And I think it fits perfectly with the metaverse. It fits perfectly with NFTs and where everything is trending towards this virtual world and virtual like property and acquisitions and things like that. Having something like UTA grab video game and tech people, it's waiting to happen. And I'm excited about it. And I'm very glad that these shares are cheap.
I'm horrified by it. Go out, touch some grass.
Man, grass is overrated.
It'll be fine until it's not. You see that robot with like the actual face emotes? I'll send you the video. Horrifying.
Yeah, it's
horrifying.
Whatever. It'll be all right.
Last news topic, I'll say. And we'll finish up.
We got another one.
Fun ditty. And this actually broke today. This is coming from Eurogamer, but the story's everywhere. And it is just a rumor at this point. This story comes from Matt Wales, and it says that PlayStation reportedly taking on Game Pass with new subscription service in the spring. Love it. Sony is reportedly working on a new PlayStation subscription service through Microsoft's Game Pass. Don't bury the lead. The news comes via Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, who reports the project codenamed Spartacus and expected to launch in spring 2022. Will provide subscribers with access to a range of both modern and classic for a monthly fee, right? And then it just goes down to the history of Game Pass. But essentially, and I think he says it here, is that it will combine PlayStation Now, PlayStation PS Plus, right? And offer tiers of classic libraries from PS1, PS2, PS3, and PSP games, right?
So hear me out on the tiers.
Because Nintendo did the same thing.
Yeah, let me see if you can clear this up for me, because this is what I got from the article. I got that you can play PS3 and PS4 or PS4 games on one tier, PS1, 2, and 3 on another tier, and PSP on a different tier, or some collection.
Some amalgam of all of them, because it's still rumor at this point. Nobody's like actually got the breakdown, but it's something like that, right?
So is it that you have to pay monthly for one of those, or is it is it more of a tier where if you pay the bottom one, you get these games, if you pay the top one, you get those games and these games?
Exactly. So here's how it works now on PlayStation. Yeah. So you pay your $60 a year, whatever the cost of doing business is, for PS Plus.
Yep.
And with PS Plus, you get access to all online games, and you get 2 free games a month. They just give them out. Some months are better than others, like Control we've had for free, Final Fantasy VII, like really good selection, right? And as long as you have an active PS Plus account and those games are in your library, you have them, for perpetuity, right? Yep. That's all it offers you. Then they also have PS Now. Now, what PS Now is it's a very fledgling streaming product a la Game Pass. Yep. Where you go and play older games, PS2, some PS3, and a lot of PS4 games, and you stream them to the console.
Yep.
Now, the thing here is PlayStation's always been funky with backwards compatibility. It's like PS4 couldn't play any PS3 games. PS3, some PS3s could play PS2 games, but not all of them. PS2s could play PS1 games, no problem.
Yep.
There was something going on, and somebody who is much more tech savvy than me will be able to explain this, but essentially the processor in the PS3, or how the games were built, was a very unique code, and somehow that means that they can't be emulated, right? Because Xbox has 360 games and original Xbox games, and they run snip, snap. Great. Yep. Sony's excuse has always been, it's too hard. The code. That's why you don't have more PS3 games. There are games that are like stranded, right? Like the first two Resistance, because it's PS3, right?
Yep.
Now, if Sony comes out and does what Nintendo did with the N64 Genesis tiered bullshit, and suddenly, Guess what? All your favorite PS3 games, they're here.
Yep.
Somehow, if you pay us, it works. Ugh, shit move. Will I do it? Hell yeah. I love Resistance 2.
Do you
but
think,
is it annoying? Yeah.
Do you think all of a sudden, now that Bluepoint purchase makes a lot of sense?
No, I don't think this has anything to do with Bluepoint. Really, I think Bluepoint has cemented themselves as a ground-up remake studio. I think, if anything, this has to do with their Nix's acquisition, which is their PC port studio. And this might be a...
See, I'm thinking something different. I'm thinking they're doing the background work to those PS3 games. And that's why they're going to be available now.
3-4 years ago, I would have agreed with you.
Mm-hmm.
But because Bluepoint has really, proven themselves through really good work on the Shadow of the Colossus remake, on the Demon Souls remake, the rumors they're redoing Bloodborne, and they're making Bloodborne 2. I think Nix's, which is a PC port house, if anyone has the tech knowledge there to really go in and just move the code, it's them, right?
I get that.
But still, how much is the question, right? Because I'm already paying $50 a year for PlayStation Plus. And sometimes you'll get like 3 months here on sale and shit like that. Like if you're really savvy with keeping on top of like Twitter alerts.
Yep.
But like, how much is too much? And when does it become annoying and it muddies the water with so many SKUs, right? Because you see a world where this gets real confusing real fast.
Yeah, I'm already like, as somebody that doesn't have a PlayStation and doesn't use these services, they're named too similar.
Yeah, I think they need to completely scrap PS Now and just make it PS Plus. You can stream games, you can play online, you get your 2 free games a month. That's it.
Yeah,
right.
Because it's too many things, and like Game Pass is so uniquely named. Like there's Xbox Live. There's types there. I think there used to be types of subscriptions to it. Because I think it was like you could buy the 3 months, you could buy the 6 months, and you could buy the year, and those were the tiers. Now it's just you buy Xbox Live. It's $24 a quarter, and now there's Game Pass, which is $15 a month if you pay full price, which I still haven't. I've had it for about 7 months and I haven't paid full price once.
Gotcha. There's plenty of games from PS2 that I would love to play on PS4. There's a game out there, and Namco is now Namco Bandai. And Midway, I don't even think it... There's a game called Spy Hunter. And I love this game. You're a car with guns. You remember Spy Hunter?
I do.
You can't play Spy Hunter anymore. Bring back Spy Hunter.
I don't know.
But I don't know how much money I'm willing to pay for this, right? Like, it's like with the Nintendo thing. Like, of all the business models, and again, just a rumor. For all we know, Sony comes down and goes, Jason Schreier doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Here's the price. You want the extra games? Here's the price for that. But it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Or make it a virtual console thing, which I would be equally happy with, where I'm paying for the shit I want, but none of the stuff I don't.
Yeah.
I'm very lit up about this, as you can tell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you're getting Game Pass, but if it's not as good, then is it like if it doesn't feel the same, you're disappointed. Because I think it's completely fair to say that Xbox did a really good job with Game Pass.
They did a phenomenal job.
So like, if PlayStation is gonna come out with, I think it's codenamed Spartacus.
Dope,
yeah, which is cool.
Now
it's cool.
Come on now.
I imagine that's the name they go live with. They're like, PlayStation Spartacus.
Oh, I'd shit my pants. That'd be cool. That'd be cool as hell.
And big old Sony goes on stage and they're like, announcing PlayStation Spartacus. And like a gladiator slashes through the screen and it's just all of the games flowing through it. Sony, I got you.
Just spears an Xbox.
Yeah. And like, and it just like user friendliness and like paying for it and the different tiers, and it gets complicated and it's not clean. And everyone's just looking at like Game Pass did it on try one.
Exactly.
Yep. But I don't know. I think it's fine. And again, we've said it on the show before. High tides raise all boats. So like,
this is only good for everybody, right?
If it's good, it makes Game Pass better, and that makes Nintendo step their game up. Sony steps their game up. It'll be fine. But bring us home. Give us the last unofficial topic.
So the last unofficial topic is just a fun little game that Matt and I are going to do. We will get our reactions to the 2021 Game Awards. It may be live. It may be not. We're still trying to figure out the best way to do that. Either way, we're going to play a little game here and just go through some predictions. Just go through like the top categories and just maybe like one or two things we want to see at the show, because honestly, we're watching this for announcements. We're not watching this really, right? No. And this is a trash year. I'll say there's no like standout game this year, right? So let's go best performance.
Can you pull them up on screen?
Can I? Oh, hold on. I believe I can. Pull up. Hold on. So I go share. Hold on. Come on. StreamYard.
Careful. Not your incognito window.
Oh, bro, that would be a goddamn disaster. Oh, look at that. Isn't that neat? All right.
Beautiful.
I'm going to have to come up with a whole new Photoshop template for this now. So thank you.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
All right. So let's go best performance, art direction, narrative, game, and game of the year. I think those are like the only ones that kind of matter here.
Yeah. Can we also just do best community support?
Where do you see that?
It's right under best performance.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Either,
okay.
Yeah.
So let's start here. Best community support.
Apex Legends.
There you go. Happy for you. I think Fortnite's gonna win.
Me too. I honestly
think Fortnite.
Oh no. I take it back. It's gonna be Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, true. They're the darling in the community, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Best performance. So an award awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. So we've got Erica Mori as Alex Chen, Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castillo, Jason Kelly as Colt Vaughn, Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu, and I'm so sorry, Ozioma A as Juliana Blake. Can I tell you what I think is going to happen at this Game Awards? And I think this category is going to happen.
Sure.
I think Maggie Robertson's going to win, and I think Resident Evil 8 is going to sweep the Game Awards. She's the big lady, the big lady that was all over the memes, like the tall lady, and it was like all of the step on me memes.
Yep.
This is her.
I see where you're going. I really think that it's going to be Gus Fring from Breaking Bad is going to win.
I'd love to see that too.
Yeah.
The man is a decorated actor of screen and television. I would absolutely love to see that happen.
I don't think Far Cry went over that well after the initial release. So I could see it getting edged out there. But I would love to see the two people from Deathloop, to be honest. I would love to see Deathloop get every award ever.
So here's my thing. I love Deathloop. I talked about it extensively, how much I love Deathloop. Deathloop is the thing that I think is going to sweep, like genuinely, because it's such a, like, again, once we get to Game of the Year, I think that'll make a little more sense that there's no Breath of the Wild or Witcher 3 or like, there's no like, oh, there you go. There it is, right?
Yeah.
What if best narrative? So for best narrative, we've got Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, True Colors, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2.
I hope it's Psychonauts. I played before
I could see this. I could see because
played it. I just watched the intro and was just sitting there, like
astounded,
taking in like I was watching a TV show.
And
it was great.
It's been so long coming that I could see Psychonauts 2. Again, if Psychonauts 2 is up for Game of the Year, I could see Psychonauts 2 sweeping as well.
Yeah.
It's such a long time coming. It's a cult classic. I would give it to Life is Strange here.
You think so?
It's one of those games, man. It's one of those like teen feel good, social topic kind of games. I could see that happening. Best game direction: Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Psychonauts 2, Deathloop, It Takes Two, and Returnal. See, this is where I think Deathloop really starts cleaning up.
Yeah.
This is where I think Deathloop really starts cleaning up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Deathloop gets it for this. I think the one we were just previously talking about, I think
narrative.
I think there's also a chance for It Takes Two. Because I was thinking for best game direction, maybe It Takes Two, but like now that I'm like reading the categories and we're discussing it a little more, I think It Takes Two gets potential best narrative, but game direction, Deathloop is just different.
So yeah, you think it's like one of those years where like there's no sweep, like everybody wins something kind of thing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get piecemeal from like some things.
And then Game of the Year, Deathloop.
It's not Metroid Dread.
Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2. I'm really shocked that I love Ratchet and Clank. The Ratchet and Clank and Resident Evil Village are such like spot fillers.
Yeah. I wish that Ratchet and Clank was not a Sony exclusive, because it is the only game that I miss from my days playing PlayStation.
So hold on, let's I agree by PS5.
Whatever.
So here is let's do this by the definition of Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Going by that definition, I could actually see It Takes Two winning, because it's such an interesting game and such an interesting concept. But at the same time, that's also Deathloop.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could see Deathloop, It Takes Two, go down to the other ones.
None of these are gonna win. None of these. I will be shocked.
Definitely not. Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil. I don't think so. I could see Psychonauts 2 getting in there. I really could. I'd be very surprised. I think it's more of the topic that we had given it before, but I wouldn't be complete. I would disagree if Metroid Dread won.
It's not Game of the Year. It's definitely the best Metroid, but it's not the Game of the Year.
It's the best side-scrolling Metroid. Like, I don't think you could compare them to like the first-person shooter one.
Oh, no way. I think there's only three ways this shakes out. Number one is Resident Evil Village just sweeps all the nonsense and it's like a nonsense year. Number two is it's like an indie darling year and It Takes Two cleans up. Or number three, there's piecemeal across the board. Yeah. Right? I think it's going to be a majority Deathloop night. Personally.
I hope not. And like, I understand that if the game's really that good, like the game of the year should win other awards.
Agreed, right? That's like when it's like that Oscars, like Best Picture doesn't win Best Director. It's like, but the director put this together.
Yeah.
Like, how does that make sense?
Yeah. And like the actors were acting in it. So
okay.
Yeah. So like for a game of the year not to have one of the best narratives and the best direction,
I think the more we talk about it, I think it's either gonna be Deathloop or It Takes Two. I really do, because they're the names that pop up the most.
Yeah,
you know,
Deathloop definitely does. I think because It Takes Two was a little bit less popular,
like it wasn't as big of a commercial splash.
Yeah, I didn't even see, like when it came out, I was like, oh, what is this? compared to Deathloop, where I was
with marketing everywhere.
Yeah. So I think people would be like, what is this game? It doesn't even exist, blah, blah, blah. And I could see that happening for It Takes Two.
Well, actually,
yeah.
Gonna get actually across the goddamn board.
So hopefully, I would like, in my opinion, for award shows, I like it to be spread out. I don't like a sweep.
Don't. I love a sweep.
Really?
Validate what is the best thing.
That's fair.
Be firm in what you're doing.
Yeah,
but go ahead. Sorry,
I was gonna say I guess there's enough other categories where like it's not like a full sweep where they're literally winning everything. There's also the one that we were talking about, the player outstanding player feedback or whatever, or the
community
best
sport.
ongoing game, or best esports player, best streamer, things like that, to break it up where it's not like Deathloop over and over and over again. So I guess it wouldn't be that bad, but I like to see some parity between them.
That's true. So the reason we watch the Game Awards isn't really because we give a shit about what wins Game of the Year. Couldn't care less. We watch it for the announcements, and Daddy Jeff Keighley usually blesses us with some announcements. So with the time we have left here, Matt, give me 3 announcement-based predictions. We can go back and forth. So you go one, I go one, you go one, I go one. What do you think we see at this show? That
I want, or that
you think we see? It could be a want.
I think we're going to see something from the Bethesda acquisition. I don't know what it is.
That was not on my list, but that's
I think we're going to get a trailer for Fable, Elder Scrolls, one of those type games where everyone's waiting for it. Xbox purchased Bethesda.
You think we get a Starfield trailer?
Maybe. But I think it's going to be one of those big, like it's going to be a big
Splash.
thing. This is why we purchased this company.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't even have that on the list.
Yeah, it's more of a want for me.
But I could see that happening.
Yep.
Oof. I hadn't even considered that. All right. Well, then I guess mine's going to be kind of shitty by compare.
Go ahead.
I think we get a name and release date for Breath of the Wild 2.
Damn it, that was going to be my next one.
Especially since Keighley tweeted out like a couple days ago. He's like, just did the tech rehearsal for the Game Awards. We have an announcement that's been 2 years in the making. Can't wait to share it with you guys. I think we get a name and release date for Breath of the Wild 2.
Damn it, all right.
I don't care. Come up with another one, bud.
All right. I'm going to go... No, it's too early to do a console thing. All right, I'm gonna bring it back to because damn. All right,
make it a good one, G.
I know. I'm trying to think of something not Xbox related because I know what I want from Xbox.
Most of mine are PlayStation. My other 2 are PlayStation.
I can imagine. No, I want to do a Switch one. I'd want to say that we were gonna get a glimpse into the next Switch, but we just got the OLED. I feel like they're up. Are they up for a new like Mario game, like a new open world RPG version of it, like a Odyssey or a? Because I could also
but
they would save that for a Nintendo.
And you don't mix your Marios with your Zeldas. I think I think if we saw more of, I think if we saw a new Mario before we saw anything else about Zelda, people would be pissed. Would be pissed.
That's fair. All right. Well, in that case, I think they're going to say something about some type of God of War thing. I know it doesn't seem right, but I think with the Bluepoint, with the Spartacus leak, I think we're going to see, and the God of War coming to PlayStation or coming to the computer, I think we're just going to see a small glimpse into what could God of War get.
So here's the thing with that. We already saw a big game. We already saw a big gameplay reveal at the State of Play where they released the Wolverine, but we didn't get a release date, right? Yep. So I'll just piggyback off that because my number 2 pick was going to be it's really only 2 things, right? the studio we kind of know what most of the Sony studios are working on.
Yep.
Except for Naughty Dog. And they've been quiet since they released Last of Us 2. We haven't gotten DLC. But there's this rumored multiplayer Last of Us Battle Royale kind of a game that's been like all but confirmed, right? And I think if we were going to see it, like shit or get off the pot kind of thing, but also give us like another quick 35-second sizzle reel of God of War and put a date on it.
Hold on.
You know?
Hold on. I just Googled rumors because I wanted to see if there was any good ones that we could talk about. And the first one I popped up, I literally didn't hear a word you said.
You're sick
because
shit.
Of the rumor that I just read. And it is a Screen Rant prediction.
Oh, guys, this is like the one IGN, Xbox was going to buy Forbes. Says that.
If it's almost as wild.
Okay.
It actually might be less feasible than that. It is a World of Warcraft coming to console.
No.
Specifically Xbox. I don't even care that it's a lie. The sheer excitement.
Whoever wrote that should be immediately put in jail.
I don't even know what podcast we're on anymore. That's how excited I got about this rumor. If this game denied the yeah, all right, wow, that immediately went into the allegations of all of the things that were going on in Blizzard.
Let me tell you something. Jeff Keighley is a smart man. There will not be one Activision, not
That's
one
fair.
Blizzard logo anywhere near this show. I don't care. Like, no, we do not see anything from them. No chance. So
I want you right now. If they announce Xbox is getting World of Warcraft, you need to buy a Series S.
Deal.
Well, we will literally have to cancel the podcast because I will be playing so much World of Warcraft.
The portal will be darkened.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. That is my hope, my dream, and it has taken the spot of all of the things I would like to see.
Someone's going to fucking throw your dream off of a bridge.
Oh my God.
And that's someone's going to be Jeff Keighley. My last prediction is kind of a one. See, because my last two are, we see something from Kojima.
Okay.
And I think, and this has been the rumor that he's back working on Silent Hills, that him and Konami played nice, and that Silent Hills is a PlayStation exclusive. Mm-hmm. Now, Kojima and Jeff Keighley are all buddies. There was that whole abandoned, is Hassan Karaman Hideo Kojima type thing. That 2 years in the making tweet, nothing would make me happier than seeing Hideo Kojima on stage. Did you know he has a book? Fun fact. I didn't know that either. I learned about that the other day. That's going to be my from me birthday present. It's Hideo Kojima's book. It's all about how he wrote Metal Gear Solid.
Nice.
Can't wait. I would love to see Kojima there, but I think my actual final prediction is the Bloodborne remaster. That's what I would love. That's I think the farthest away, but the one that would make me lose my shit more than probably anything else.
That's fair. I do have one more that I've seen.
Lay it on me.
I've seen people going back and forth with it on Twitter. Is a new, and it just reminded me because we've been talking about it all episode, new BioShock.
So that's the thing as of today. There's some new BioShock rumors and again, we don't really comment on rumors. This is kind of the back half of the episode here. That it takes place in 1960s Antarctica.
That's kind of cool.
Cool as shit.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to go to space, personally. Because I was like
Antarctica better.
I like The Thing. You ever see The Thing with Kurt Russell? That's what I think of.
Yeah, that's I think of that and the episode of X-Files where they make fun of The Thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally the same thing. And then Fox Mulder, they have to all get naked to check to see if they have the black spots on them. And he goes, just like to remind everybody that we were in the Arctic.
Bro,
Hilarious.
Duchovny was running through it in the 90s.
Yep.
He made like being a sex addict like that. He was the first one who was like, I'm going to rehab to be a sex addict.
Yep.
Duchovny was just everywhere in the 90s, man.
I'm just saying.
There's a good chance you're David Duchovny's kid. Like, there's a good chance that no less than 4 people on this podcast are David Duchovny's kid.
I'm not even sad about it. However, I now pulled up another article from, this one is from Game Rant. Also, World of Warcraft coming to consoles, baby.
Bro, it's not happening. Please.
If they announce it, I can't play any other game ever again.
At that point, that's not even like how much money did they give Jeff Keighley. It's like they're holding Keighley's family hostage.
Speaking of which, I know we weren't going to talk about Activision Blizzard anymore because we talk about it on like every other episode. Do you see what their stock price is?
Next slide. Next slide, next episode. If you guys have, I'm going to bring the shit in for a landing.
Please
if you guys have been liking what you're hearing, please like, comment, share with your friends, share with somebody who you think would enjoy and benefit from listening to this type of content. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody who's been joining the Discord. Real fun community we've got going over there. Following us on Instagram, on TikTok, all that good stuff. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. Hope you stuffed that turkey real good.
Right in the dark portal.
And that Christmas ham needs a glazing. We will see you guys on the next episode. Till then, always be gaming. And Matt loves you. I'll speak for him. Matt loves you.
You know what? Today, Playconomics, I do love you.
No.
Because we're getting World of Warcraft on consoles. If we don't,
shot.
I hate each and every one of you.
All right. Goodbye, guys.
All right. Peace out.